Welcome everybody. Talking Sports with the Know-Alls. We're here with another episode. As you can see, I'm with Big Ralph this week. Because of the situation that occurred at the time of the taping, there will be no Ant and no Eric. But we will talk about that later. But this week we're gonna talk about a lot of things. We're gonna talk about World Series that's going on. We're gonna talk some college football. And we're gonna talk about statue ceremony that's real bogus. But first off, World Series. At the time of the taping, we're about to start Game 3 of the World Series. The Dodgers are up 2-0 on the Yankees. So with Game 3 coming up, Ralph, how do you think the series? You think the Yankees got a chance to come back, or do you think it's over with?
They got a chance, but if they don't win tonight, it's over with. But the crazy part about it, the series really been good, though. Both games really been good.
Yeah,
Walk off the first game. Second game was real good, too. It's just them bats for the Yankees, man. They go hot and cold, and they need to get it together. So, I don't know. But I think the big thing going to be Ohtani. I know he's playing, but you hurt your shoulder, so that's gonna hurt that swing a little bit. So, we'll see how that go with him. But the Yankees got to win tonight. You down 3-0, I mean, it's tough.
It wouldn't surprise me if the Yankees blow them out in Game 3. Just come out, blow them out. But then I could see the Dodgers winning the next two. And it'd be 4-1. Or I could see the Yankees blowing them out in the other two games be close. Because they've been close so far. But I'm expecting one blowout. I'm expecting one blowout game. So
the Yankees might get them. If this was going to be a blowout game, this would be the game for it.
This would be the game.
Game 3 is definitely you back at home and them bats, and then you playing in the cold in New York, and they used to playing there. A lot of them dudes from that's on the Dodgers ain't used to that, especially Ohtani. So we'll see.
We'll see. Speaking of the Yankees, that's a team that has a lot of statues of players, plaques of players. Speaking of statues, we're going to change subject in basketball. We had Heat legend, a quote-unquote Chi-Town, one of favorite sons, D.Wade, get honored with a statue, if you want to call it that. Miami, y'all bogus. I'm going to go and say it. Y'all wrong. That don't look like D.Wade. That look like the Tin Man from the Wiz. Y'all wrong. Y'all bogus. I'm tired of you teams disrespecting these guys who done get their blood, sweat, and tears. And y'all can't tell me that you can't get a sculpture to look just like that person. I've seen so many. I've been to the NFL Hall of Fame. That's the same way. Certain players, I tell everybody, John Elway plaque. His bust looked just like him, horse and all. It looked just like him. Then you go to somebody like a Earl Campbell, and it looked like a person from the Planet Apes. I'm sick of this. Y'all wrong. Miami, y'all wrong. But I think that's a form of petty when D.Wade left. So y'all got him back. Y'all bogus. I think it's Gabrielle Union's fault. I think you did it. But I'm going to leave that alone. What you think, Ralph?
They bogus for that statue. Even D.Wade, when he turned around, was like, who was that? It was classic. I think they really need to take that statue down and redo that face. And then that pose is kind of crazy, too. I can't recall D-Wade ever doing that pose. So
you know the pose they should have gave him? When he hit that, I think it was on the Bulls. Well, it might have been Cleveland. He threw up that half-court shot, and then he jumped on the scores table and was like, this my house?
Yeah, that was against Golden State.
Whoever it was against. I think that would have been a better pose to use. But what do we know? That's their team. Y'all bogus. Gabrielle Union, you bogus for letting them do that. Because I know they talked to you before they did it. But you so bogus, you said, yeah, that's good, you bogus.
Please change the face of that. Before y'all put that statue actually up, redo that face. Please.
Vandalize it. I hate to say it, vandalize it. Go vandalize it, chop his head off, something. Y'all bogus. Saturday, we had some good college football games. USC, it's not even, we don't even discuss that no more. I don't know if they played.
Hey, they won.
I don't know if they won.
Yeah.
See, I ain't even know. But what I do know, Notre Dame won 51-14 over Navy. Good job, guys. I saw Alabama won. But for Anthony, since you're not here this week, Oregon kicked you Illinois teeth in 38-9. Sorry, buddy, but you're not here, so that's a laugh on you.
Much worse than that score too.
Man. Then Texas beat Vanderbilt. I don't even understand how they get blew out by Texas, but then beat Alabama. That's just college football. But all I know is Notre Dame won again, so that's all that really matters at this point. What you think, dog?
Man, forget Notre Dame. They play Navy. They beat them every year. Man, who cares? Why do you care about Notre Dame? Why are you still playing them? Like, come on, man. I give Alabama this credit. They finally got a blowout win. They suck too, but USC won. So I think I'm looking pretty good this week so far.
What's that? Their first time winning since Labor Day?
It might be, but it's fine. It's fine. Given they ain't had nobody at their stadium either, because you had the World Series going on, you had 2 concerts, you had the Lakers playing. So they stadium, the Coliseum, looked like there was nobody there, which it really wasn't. It probably had about 10,000 fans, if that. So, I mean, nobody really counted. I forgot who they played, but they didn't really play nobody. So,
another team that won, Colorado, became bowl eligible with they win this week. Salute, Colorado. Don't get too high up on your high horse, man, and get to talking smack in the media. Let it be. Y'all won. Y'all bowl eligible. Come on, keep playing. Keep it classy. You know what I'm saying. Next topic, NFL. Lot of good games. Lot of nail biters. Couple blowouts. First game we're going to lead off with was Thursday night game. Highly anticipated matchup with the Rams. It's a team that seemed like they starting to get healthy. They got both their top 2 receivers back. They played against the Vikings. We still wondering, are they for real? Are they fake tough? Hey, Rams beat them. They starting to look fake tough to me, Ralph.
2 losses in a row.
Exactly. Puka Nacua look good.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Kupp look good. Their running game look good. The Rams look like they finna make a little run and start to look like that team we thought they could be at the beginning of the season. Bear fans, y'all got lucky. Y'all caught the Rams at the right time. If y'all was to play them this week, y'all would get y'all doors blown off. But we'll talk about that later. What was your take on that game, dog?
That was actually a good game. I'm really kind of surprised. Well, no, I'm not. Because they don't really throw Jordan Addison the ball. I know it's been a hot topic this week, too, where y'all not really using Jordan Addison. Y'all just giving the ball to the main receiver for the most part. Well, I mean, what you should do, but y'all not giving him a man's the ball, too, because he's still real good, too. But they caught the Rams at a bad time because the Rams, they healthy. They looking good now. Matthew Stafford. he kind of turning back the hands of time how he out there playing. So
he needed his weapons, that's all.
Yeah, and man, Minnesota, I don't know, man. That's tough. That's two losses in a row within what, 5 days? So
schedule is not doing nothing but getting harder.
Yeah.
So we don't know if you guys are legit or you just took advantage of your early season schedule.
Yeah, you gonna burn Justin Jefferson out too. Like, spread the wealth a little bit. I know he a big play receiver, but you got Jordan Addison that could do it.
He want that money. He got that money, man. I don't want to hear all that. He got that money. Burn him. Shoot. Sunday early games, we had some great games, close games. We'll go on get this game out the way because Ralph is on a little good streak. The Patriots beat the Jets.
Patriots side in
25-22. Even though their quarterback got hurt, I hope he be all right. But the fact they beat the Jets is almost a joke to me. And Aaron Rodgers did all this to get his boy. Neither one of them look good since the trade. I'm glad y'all lost. I ain't gonna even trip. I'm glad y'all lost. Good for y'all. Patriots really needed that win. But since it's the Patriots, I'm going to go and let Big Fella talk about his team because he don't get to talk about them often.
We didn't need that win. We lose more games so we can get Travis Hunter or a big-time playmaker. Get one of them receivers out of Alabama or something. But, I mean, they look decent. I ain't going to say they look good. They look decent. The offense actually was able to move the ball for once.
Play the Bears in 2 weeks.
That's going to be a bad game. But Brissett came in, he did what he was supposed to do. Jacoby Brissett is a good backup. Not a good starter, he's a good backup. Drake May got hurt early in the game, and he couldn't figure it out. He got out concussion problems. So, I mean, the Patriots did what they did. Their defense is always there. It's just they have nobody to throw the ball to on offense. So, they actually played decently for that little span and all that. But on the flip side, the Jets, y'all suck. There's no way the Patriots should be able to compete with y'all on last week. It's just bad, man. Like, you got all them weapons, you got a decent defense, but you're not using them. I'm starting to wonder, is it Aaron Rodgers or is it somebody else? But I'm going to say it's probably Aaron Rodgers.
It's a mixture of everything.
Like, I'm thinking I'm thinking the people there, his teammates, are starting to like, man, are you really the person that's supposed to be here at this point in time? Because I don't know. My man's struggling, man. He need to. I don't know. Maybe they got a bye week coming up sometime soon.
Who?
The Jets.
Should be.
Because, man, they might need that. Because, man, it's bad. So, but, you know, that's the AFC East for you. AFC East sucks. So.
Another game we saw Sunday, the Texans beat the Colts 23-20. Before we get into this game, Anthony Richardson, what is wrong with you, dog? You took yourself out of the game because you was tired. Hey, man, that's not a good look, bro. That's not a good look. You did show some fight. Jonathan Taylor, you got another 100-yard game. When you do play, you ball. I hate to say it, Anthony Richardson is holding you guys back right now. I think you guys might need to go back to Flacco. Texans, you did what you were supposed to do. You beat the team in front of you. So, CJ, you steady play. Joe Mixon, another 100-yard game. Man, great pickup. I keep saying it over and over. So, what you think about that game, bro?
I ain't really paid too much attention to that game. Houston did what they supposed to do. Now they might be in trouble, though, because Stephon Diggs got hurt. So, you already got two. You already got one wide receiver out. Now you're missing another one. Now you got really is Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz. So, and Joe Mixon.
They're gonna lean on Joe Mixon. That's all. They're gonna lean on Joe Mixon.
We'll see, but I mean, they do what they're supposed to. You took the win, but I had to agree with Jimmie on that. I think it's time to go back to Flacco, coach, because I don't think Anthony Richardson the answer. I think he might be one of them that's gonna wash out real early, and he's still young, and I don't think nobody else gonna take time to actually try to help the young fella. So it might be time to go with Flacco, because if I'm that coach, your time ticking, bro.
I think he just need to watch. I think he got all the time in the world. I think he just need to watch. That taking himself out the game because he was tired.
It's ridiculous.
I've never seen nothing like that before.
And Flacco would be a good person for him to sit behind and watch.
Yeah.
He's timeless. It's crazy he's still competing like that.
Another game we saw, Bengals, sorry Isaiah. Bengals lose to the Eagles 34-17. Eagles are starting to look like they rounding into form. They starting to use their offense correctly, using Saquon, using their receivers. They have it could be a real balanced attack. I'm still impressed by the Eagles. I think they 5-2 now.
Mm-hmm.
So they think they right there with the Commanders, who we'll talk about later. But the Eagles, I'm real impressed by you. The Bengals, y'all got a lot of turmoil, man, and it's going to be tough to come back because y'all got all these contract situations. And then T. Higgins, he played 1 week. He didn't play this week. I think a lot of these ploys are because of the contract situations, which in turn is hurting the team. But Eagles, you did what you were supposed to do. So kudos off to you. What you think, dog?
I think the Bengals definitely got hurt by T. Higgins not playing, especially when he's a late scratch on Friday, hurting his hamstring. So I think that really hurt them. But Jamar Chase still been balling, though. I mean, even though he in this contract, still been balling. But, I mean, the Eagles peaking. They peaking at the right time, too. And you actually had a Devontae Smith sighting, too. He actually was getting the ball and actually did something with it for once. So shout out to them. So
I got you. Another game that turned out to be too close for my liking. I thought it was going to be a blowout, but it ended up being closer than what I really thought. The Packers beat the Jaguars 30-27. For a moment, it looked like the Packers were going to blow them out. They had their thing together. And you had a Trevor Lawrence sighting. He almost acted like he cared. He almost acted like he had a pulse. He led a nice little comeback. It fell short, but the Packers still won. I hope they wasn't overlooking, and it could be a problem, the next week matchup with Detroit, which should be a great game. To me, that's probably my game of the week next week. But the Packers did what they were supposed to do. They won. Jordan Love got hurt.
That was the only reason it was close.
If he didn't get hurt, they probably, like you said, they probably would have blew him out. I think he had a groin injury on top of the knee problem. So, if it's one team that need a bye week, it is Green Bay bad to get back healthy. I just hope Jordan Love is okay. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe he gets some rest on it this week. I can't say what I want to say. I was finna say a massage, but that gonna go wrong. I can't say that one.
It'll go wrong way.
So maybe he gets some treatment, and by Sunday, it'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? Arizona beat Miami, and Tua's return. Tua, you got the player of the game of the second best player of the week when you ran on third down and you slid instead of going head first. Play of the game. You led a great game, but Kyler Murray, Chicago fans, he's up next. He had an unbelievable game. Marvin Harrison Jr. He made some unbelievable catches, bro. Unbelievable catches. So Arizona with the last second field goal with the win. What you think, bro?
Arizona. You know what? I'm more impressed with how Miami actually was able to bounce back from in that game, being the way they did. Because Tyreek has looked like trash since Tua's been gone, and Miami kind of at that point now. It's like it's you don't want to even like bet with them. You want to bet against them every time. And then it's like you kind of want to sit on the sideline with them because you don't know what they're gonna do every week. And then you never know what Tua. You just don't know when he's playing. He's good, but when they have nobody, when he's not playing, they're trash. So, Miami
shows how valuable Tua is to them. A lot of people discredit Tua when it was the contract and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you how important it is to the head coach's offense and to Tua and Waddle. So everybody talk that talk. But if he stays healthy, they're gonna be a team to watch going forward. I don't think they're gonna do too much if they make the playoffs, but
I don't think they'll
still be excited.
I think indeed you really wasting Tyreek Hill at this point.
That's his fault. Should stay with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Money and everything. Mm-hmm. One of the upsets from this weekend is one of Ralph's teams, of course. The Browns with famous Jameis, beat the Ravens 29-24. I'm happy for Jameis, but in Jameis fashion, you gonna quote Eminem after the win? Come on, fam. Just get the job done, man. You know what I'm saying? Ravens, I don't know what was on y'all mind. I don't know if y'all overlooked Cleveland. Derrick Henry didn't get 100 yards.
He was close. Still lead the league in rushing.
He didn't get 100 yards. They should have led on their running game. You know what I'm saying? But the Browns came away with the win. I was impressed by them. I was impressed with Jameis. I know it's not going to last long with Jameis because next week he'll probably throw 4 interceptions. So,
probably so.
Kudos. Speaking of throwing interceptions and looking bad, Lions. Who they play yesterday? Don't matter who they play.
Oh, they played Tennessee.
Don't matter. They smacked them 52-14. Come on, man. We don't even have to.
Thanks for messing my parlay up because I had the point spread on that one. I did not think they was going to score that many points on Tennessee. Jeez.
Jameer Gibbs was killing.
Everybody was killing.
Everybody was killing. It was a good beatdown. The Lions are telling you they are for real. Even with the loss of Aiden Hutchinson, they are for real. Like I say, I can't wait for them to play the Packers this week. I just hope Jordan Love is healthy enough and not be limited. Ooh, I would love it. I wish it was the Sunday night game. One game that was good this weekend was my Broncos. We won again. I'm not gonna have a Bronco. This is a Bronco Monday and hoop and holler like I usually do. I'm gonna be real cool until we talk about games later. But my Broncos win. They beat Carolina, so I'm really not up in arms. They did what they were supposed to do. Knicks Bowl had a decent game. They won 28-14. The next 2 weeks is real critical for the Broncos. I think we 2 games over 500. We got Baltimore next week, who will be coming off being pissed off and lose to the Browns. Then we got the Chiefs. I'm calling it now. We giving the Chiefs their first loss of the season. Tasha Mack, you hear the Broncos are going to get the Chiefs their first loss of the season. But
clearly Jimmie is still hungover from last week.
Whatever.
Clearly. I don't know what faith he got in Nick's bow, but woo. Or Sean Payton, but all right. Okay.
Another one of the games that was good was the Falcons beating the Bucks. I was real impressed with the Bucks. The fact they lost both of their receivers, and Baker still put up numbers.
Surprised me.
He had 2 interceptions, but he had 3 touchdowns, and it was a shootout with them and the Falcons. I was real impressed with the Bucks. So that's another team going further once them receivers come back healthy. Mm-hmm. They can be a problem. Have people on upset alert. I would love to see Tampa play Dallas.
I think they'll kill Dallas. Especially if they had all their wide receivers, I think they will murder Dallas. Dallas is in a going downhill very fast.
Somebody think get fired in a couple weeks.
It might be about a couple days.
Falcons, I'm impressed. Kirk Cousins, you using your weapons. You using London. You using Bijan. We had a Kyle Pitts signing for all you fantasy people who got Kyle Pitts. He finally put up points.
It was because of the national tight end.
He probably won't put up nothing the rest of the year, but at least you got one game to sell y'all out. If I was a fantasy owner, I would trade him this week. I would trade him.
He only played well because it was National Tight End Day yesterday.
That's what I'm just saying.
That's it. He's trash. I mean, a lot of the tight ends played very well yesterday, but a lot of them you won't hear nothing about the rest of the year.
Evan
Ingram, Auden from Tampa Bay. I mean, he don't really have no choice now. They ain't got nobody else to throw the ball to until Mike Evans come back in a couple weeks. But
no Cole Kmet.
Yeah, that was about the only one that didn't get the ball. Cole Kmet.
You had
Kraft, all of them.
We'll get to that.
Kelsey had a touchdown for once.
One of the sleepers from the weekend was Chargers beating the Saints. Saints, fire your coach. And I don't even like to talk about people losing their job. Fire your coach. Game was boring. Chargers, you did what you were supposed to do. I don't get it, but y'all won. So it was just boring shit. I mean, Saints, fire everybody, start over.
I feel bad for them too because it's like Carr went out and they went. Hey, that's what, 6 straight now?
Even though he's not eligible this year, tank for Arch. Tank for Arch Manning already. Start right now with tanking for Arch.
Ooh, that'd be crazy. Go play for his daddy team.
With your granddaddy team, yeah.
Who your granddaddy?
Tank for Arch. Tank for Arch.
Ooh, man.
Another blowout from the weekend with the, to me, the front runner for MVP this year. Josh Allen and the Bills. They smacked Seattle 31-10.
Did you just say Josh Allen was front runner for NFL MVP?
I think he gonna put it like this. I think the media is going to give it to Josh Allen this year.
I don't like that.
Take it for what you mean. You went to High Park. It'll sink in probably Tuesday.
You went to Vaughn Street, man.
It'll sink in Tuesday. But let's get to the good games from the weekend. The 49ers bullied, punched, whatever you want to call it. The Cowboys, y'all need to call the 49ers y'all daddy because y'all can't beat them. They got y'all number. Y'all did all that talking like y'all wasn't gonna get bullied, and you came out with the same outcome. Mike McCarthy.
On fire alert,
You
bro.
think he gonna make Thanksgiving?
Probably not. If he do make Thanksgiving, he don't make it past it if they lose on Thanksgiving. He might get fired right at the game while the game started.
Only thing y'all do good is throw the ball to CD Lamb. That's it. Dak,
They only did good with that in the fourth
I don't know
quarter.
what's wrong with Dak, but Dallas does that. You know what I'm saying? They get blew out. Then they put up all these numbers after they blow out. Then they make the game look close, and then somebody be like, "Well, they barely lost." Nah,
Just like
y'all
they
was
did
getting
against
smacked.
Baltimore.
Y'all was getting smacked. So
You had a George Kittle side though. He killed them.
yeah, Kittle
killing
bullied them.
Even Debo got the ball a lot. Was actually doing well. So I mean, then the Cowboys. Whew. I mean, besides CeeDee Lamb getting them 2 touchdowns in the final 7 minutes, that's it. Like
That's
it looked bad.
We had a Zeke site. Didn't Zeke get a touchdown? That don't mean
I
nothing,
think
though.
so.
That don't mean
I
nothing.
mean, they hyped it up for Dalvin Cook like he was gonna really do
And they
something.
ain't
It's
do
like,
nothing.
come on, man.
Bad game planning. So Mike McCarthy, I give you Thanksgiving. You gonna get fired on Thanksgiving, dog. Wow. I already see it coming. You gonna get fired on Thanksgiving. But before we get into the next game, since we have no Ant, no Eric, because it was the Ant and Eric Bowl this week, we're not gonna have rants with Ant or conversations with E. You're just gonna have two kind of old and a little bit old person. We're gonna discuss the game.
Petty with Ralph and Jimmie.
Exactly.
Petty with Ralph and Jimmie. New segment.
Welcome everybody to Petty with Ralph and Jimmie. This week we will be discussing the Bears' 18-15 loss to the Commanders. You can't get more better for me to lose a game in that fashion of a Hail Mary. You Bear fans, if you don't want to see the play, I would suggest turn off. But keep your camera rolling, man, because it's going to be good. So, what's your take on this game, Ralph?
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to be really petty. If you look behind us, we have been playing this video over and over again. So I put it back up, and I'm going to keep looping it over and over again.
Just for you, Ant.
Just for you, Ant, and every other Bears fan I can think of.
Just for you, Eric.
Eric.
Noel. Martin. Chicago.
This is bad. This is... And Stevenson, they might cut you, bro. You over there waving to the fans and all that, bye-bye and all that, but then you're the same fool who hits the ball and knocks it backwards so that the dude can get the ball for the touchdown. Come on, man. Like, so yeah.
Karma's a Hail Mary bitch, ain't it?
Man. And we petty as hell.
My problem with the Bears, and everybody say I'm a Bear hater and all this. I do hate the Bears. This game symbolized to me why I hate the Bears, why I hate Bear fans. Yeah, I said it. You guys basically were getting smacked the whole game. Washington defense was knocking y'all out. They was really manhandling y'all the whole game when you should have just shut up. Then the second you guys take the lead on some questionable calls, you have the audacity to start talking smack. Then the idiot, you going to talk smack to the fans and the game isn't even over yet? That's my problem. You front runners. If you're going to talk smack the whole game. Caleb Williams, even you did that. They knocking you out the whole game. You looking lost. You looking confused. But then when y'all went up, you want to get tough. I wish we had a clip of your face when they threw the Hail Mary. Mike, if you have it, please show it for the people. I'll send it for Ant and Eric just to throw it in their face. But for me, this symbolizes what's wrong with you guys. And just think, it's going to get worse.
Damn,
it's going to get worse. They got Arizona next week, which is not an easy game. Marvin Harrison Jr. is coming to get with that secondary. James Conner is coming to get with your defense. Then you play New England. That won't be an easy game. Mayo is coaching these guys great. Then your division game start. Whew. All my word gonna be every week is pay what you owe. That's all you gonna hear. So that's my rant. What else you got, Ralph?
Yeah, lucky I couldn't find his face of him real quick. Because, man, but I mean, I don't hate the Bears. It's just the fact that it's just the fact that some of the stuff they do is just bad. Like, you know, I told everybody I was talking crazy to about the Bears. I'm like, this is always a bad game for the Bears. The last few years that they've played Washington, they've had problems with them, except for last year when DJ Moore had that 200-some-odd yards and 3 or 4 touchdowns. But every other game has been close. This is a bad game every time for the Bears, and they take them lightly every time, and this is what happens. You lose. I think, did Caleb even throw for 100 yards? Like, it was just bad. The stats are bad offensively. Your defense really kept you in the game this week. Get it together, like, because you was literally 1 second away from being 5-2. Now you're 4-3. And if you look back, if you guys don't make the playoffs, and you had the chance. If it was one game, that's gonna be that one game that's gonna cost you. So you might want to get it together because now your next 3 out of your next 4 games are against good opponents. I'm not gonna give New England as a good opponent because they're not. But Arizona next week on prime time at 3:00. You got 3:00 game. You're gonna struggle with them probably. Then you got New England that you might end up struggling with too because their defense is always good. Then you got Green Bay and you got Minnesota. Like, your next 4 weeks can put you under 500 real quick. So, might need to look into that. Like, I don't know. Then, bad play calling with Eberflus and all that. You give the big fella, the offensive lineman, the ball, who he never even grabbed.
Why would you even do that in a situation like that?
And Swift and all of them been killing all the game. Like, that was really your only offense with Swift and them. So it's like, why would you just give him the ball?
Get the ball to Roschon.
Yeah. Could have given him the ball and he'd been fine. So that play wouldn't even happen had you did that. But instead, you gave the ball to the lineman and he fumbled. And
I don't like when teams use the Hail Mary as an excuse. And real, I always say it never should have came down to the Hail Mary.
Never.
It never should have came down to the Hail Mary. You want to keep it a buck. It should have been a blowout. Washington should have blew y'all out, but I ain't going to even go into that because the refs was terrible. The same way I was talking about the refs being terrible against Washington. You same fans who told me I was tripping was hollering about the refs, talking about it was a holding on the last play. So I guess we broke even. But I won't say I hate the Bears. I hate Bear fans. Not all y'all. I respect the loyal ones or the people who keep it a buck. I hate the bandwagon, what I call them, the groundhog fans that when stuff tough, they don't talk. But as soon as they thought the game was over, here they come talking and calling my phone and all that. Then when he threw the Hail Mary, now you back in protective custody. So now can't nobody talk to you or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all at? Where y'all at, Bear fans? Y'all ain't came out, man. My boy, we got to put an APB out on Ant, man. We got to put Ant on the milk carton. I don't know what Ant doing. Ant, I don't know. Ant probably somewhere chewing wood, talking to himself, rubbing on his ears. Man, check on my boy Ant, man. Them real Bear fans, check on them. They hurting this morning, but...
But oh, I got it. I knew it came. I found it. I knew it was up there somewhere. But I got one last thing about the Bears. I ain't gonna say nothing else about them. Question to you, E, when you come back next week: did Jaden Daniels do what you thought he was gonna do? Is he still your quarterback over Caleb Williams, over Justin Fields? Did you see what you wanted to see going to Washington? Watch your team lose. And hey, Ant, whenever we find you, Ant, because we don't know where you're at, but whenever we find you, let us know something. Because your rants with Ant is going to be real funny.
And look, I love. Why you Bear fans always travel to go see y'all team play? It seems like they always lose every time y'all go try to take over a city. I wish I could have been in Washington. Oh my God, I'd probably be in jail right now from laughing and fighting. That would have. I could just imagine y'all face. Man, my father can't get to Washington because y'all probably fucked up the airport. Sorry about that, dude. Y'all probably messed up the airport. Y'all still mad and stuff. Can't nobody get out of D.C. But I love it. I love to see you Bear fans be mad like this. I love the misery. I love it. You guys deserve it. Noel, bear down. So saying that, before we leave, follow us on social media. Follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Find us, The Know It All Show, talking sports with The Know It All. Subscribe, like, review us. Man, rate us. Give us 4 stars, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all like what we saying. We just trying to give y'all good barbershop talk of how we talk inside the barbershop, but in a more mellow environment. You know what I'm saying? So before every show end, I always say love 1030. I want to say thanks to Mike. I want to say thanks to Ralph for joining me this week. Say thanks to Eric and Ant for giving me so much laughter in my life with being Bear fans. I want to say thanks to Jada, Trip, Aaron, and the whole crew at Ultimate Gaming Experience. As you see, we here again. Don't let last week fool you when we was up north. That was just a 1 or 2 time thing. But check us out in Orland. Check them out. As you can see, the TVs, the TVs and everything, they got everything going on here. So we're going to keep pumping out these shows. We're going to keep pumping out content for y'all. So just keep watching, keep supporting. Thanks very much. So on behalf of everybody, this your boy, The Know It All. Catch y'all next week. Go Bears.
You got another Jameis Winston bad quote.